When I was at work earlier, I thought to myself, what team could I do that would really take me a long time to actually rebuild? And I was really thinking about this. Then I stumbled upon Odisha FC. They are the lowest rated team in FIFA 22, and I thought to myself, no better team to rebuild than the lowest rated team in FIFA 22, Odisha FC. We've taken them from the Indian League, put them in the 4th tier of English football. We're going to make them go from the worst team in FIFA to the best. Let me know in the comments down below what team you'd like to see me rebuild. If you go on to enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, and if you are new around here, be sure to leave a subscription on this channel. It's absolutely free, and we're aiming for 3,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet to see one of my rebuild videos before, here are the rules. The main objective of this rebuild is to win the Champions League. I can make any transfers that I want, making it as realistic as possible. All games have to be simulated, but the Champions League final has to be played. Now that you know how this works, strap yourselves in and enjoy the video. So to begin this rebuild with Odisha FC, we've been given just under 750,000. I'm an idiot and I'll explain why. Basically, we found this guy in the youth academy, and before I could even explain what was going on, I'd already put him into the starting 11. This guy has got the potential of between 76 and 95, 68 rated already. He is slotting straight into the team. We do also have Callaghan. The Irishman is 15 years old, 52 rated. He's got potential between 74 and 94. Stuck him on developmental, see how he goes, and hopefully he can turn out quite good. We have made our first proper signing in this transfer when we brought in the Spanish goalkeeper Jesus Ruiz for 650,000. We have just made a couple of sales, the first one being this guy whose second name I'm not even going to try and pronounce, so we'll just call him Jerry. We have just sold Jerry for 370,000. As well as that, we've just sold Singh for 120,000 as well. We've just made another signing. This time it is a fullback by the name of Lewis Banks, and we brought him for 650,000. We've just sold Isaac for 105,000. We've also just sold Ari Dye for 1.1 million. As you can see, there's a pattern to these signings. I really want to get this defense sorted. That's why I have brought in Manuel Haas for 510,000. We've also just sold Ceylon for 90,000. We've also just sold Henry Anthony for 210,000. We have made yet another signing this transfer window. Matty Virtue has come in for £600,000. Meanwhile, we have just sold Sakar for 170,000, and we've just sold Singh for 100,000. I think for the first couple of seasons we're going to heavily rely on the youth academy. So we're going to buy a youth academy scout by the name of Eric Hansen, and we're going to try our luck in Italy. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I have got absolutely zero expectations for this team for at least 2 or 3 seasons. This season and next season especially is all about growth, getting rid of every piece of dead wood in this team and gaining some good quality players that can grow into some special talent. The only thing that I don't want to happen is finishing bottom. I think if we finish bottom, this rebuild is over. I'm going to be honest, the fact that we're not in the bottom 3 is absolutely blowing my mind. I genuinely thought we were going to get our backsides kicked, but we're actually holding our own. 7 wins, 7 draws, 10 losses. It's not half a bad start. Definitely not going to do anything extraordinary in the second half of this season. I just don't want to finish in the bottom 3. That is the goal. Our scouts found this guy, Massimo Conte, 17 years old, 56 rated. He's got potential between 79 and 93. But what I want to do, after looking at his stats very briefly, I want to change him to a central midfielder. Once he's changed to a central midfielder, he's going straight into that starting 11. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window. Other than the addition of our youth academy player Conte into the starting 11, we've done absolutely nothing, purely because we're absolutely broke. We've got no funds whatsoever. Bal's having a decent season. This guy could potentially be our knight in shining armor for the next couple of seasons. But like I said, we just need to avoid bottom 3. That's all I want to do this season. Considering at the start of this season, Odisha FC were the worst rated team in FIFA 22, and in the first season of this rebuild, we stuck them in the worst league in English football. We finished just under mid-table. I'll take that as a W, a big fat W. Meanwhile, it was Wolves who won the FA Cup. Liverpool absolutely annihilated Arsenal to win the Carabao Cup. Hartlepool won the Papa John's Trophy. Roma won the Europa Conference League. Benfica won the Europa League, and it was Bayern Munich who won the Champions League. Javi Hernandez, Bal, and this dude, whose name I just will not be able to pronounce at all, have actually done really well this season. Bal has definitely done exceptionally well this season, increasing overall by 6. Jesus Christ, this guy is going to carry us for a couple of seasons, I'm telling you. I can't wait for next season. Hopefully we have more than 750,000 to work with. So we start Season 2 with a very decent transfer budget of just over 3.5 million. Our first signing is Amari Garcia, and we picked him up on a free. If you know me and watch my videos, you know I love a good free transfer, and we've just picked up 3 in a row. Starting with the striker Alfon, the centre-back Achim, and another centre-back by the name of Albornoz. We have just sold our very first signing from last season, Jesus Ruiz, for 830,000. We've also just sold Karan Amin for 90,000. We've also just sold Van Malsoma for 140,000. We've definitely just splashed the cash to get this guy in this team. Carl Hein has come from Reading for 2 million. And this is what the team looks like after that transfer window. And I've got to say, the improvement that we are seeing in this team after only 1 season is remarkable. It's a totally different team. There's not one player rated under 60 in this squad. Obviously, the subs bench is a bit all over the place, but I'm not really bothered about that. This season, I'd like to be a little bit more successful. I'd like to think we can push for promotion, but if we don't get it, I'm not all that fussed either way. Like I said last season, the first 2 seasons are literally all about growth. Wow, okay, so at the midway point of Season 2, we are in line for promotion. We're actually not that far off automatic promotion at this point. Only 6 points in total separate us from top spot Shrewsbury. This is definitely going to be an interesting season. We have just brought in the youngster Damien on a free for a bit of squad depth. Meanwhile, we have just sold Raj for 130,000. Meanwhile, we have just won the race for Tashan Oakley Booth from Stoke City for 1.8 million. Meanwhile, we have just sold Victor Mongil for just over $500,000. And we have just sold Lewis Banks for just under $1 million. We have just brought Igor Lisicki on a free. And that is the end of that transfer window. The team looks pretty decent apart from the right back. We just didn't have the funds to get a suitable replacement. If I'm being honest, if we didn't get promoted, it won't probably be the worst thing in the world. So regardless of where we finish, I'm not too fussed. So we come to the end of this season and we are in the top 3. I think that means in League 2 that we do get automatic promotion. I know I said at the midway point of this season that we're not in the automatic promotion bracket if we're 3rd. However, I did a little bit of research. Apparently in League 2 it is the top 3. It must be true then. We must be automatically promoted because we're not even in the playoffs, and surely we'd be in the playoffs if we finished above all of these teams. And it was Cheltenham in the end who did get the promotion from winning the playoff finals against Rochdale. Meanwhile, it was Spurs who won the FA Cup, Chelsea won the Carabao Cup, Nice won the Europa Conference League, Barca won the Europa League, and it was Chelsea who demolished PSG in the final of the Champions League. Al and Alfon actually had a very, very good season. So did Garcia actually. Garcia's gone up to 68 rated. Jesus Christ, we only bought him for squad depth. One thing we definitely need to do next season is buy a right back, but from there, I'm really not too sure. I guess I'll decide when the time comes. So, in Season 3, we've been given just over 4.5 million. The first transfer window of this season comes in the Spaniard Gonzalo Ramirez, 19 years old, 69 rated, and he came on a free. How's this happened then? We've just picked up Alan on a free. This transfer window just keeps getting better and better the longer it goes on. We've just brought in, on a free, Sargis Adamian. And after one of the most successful transfer windows I think I've ever had in one of these rebuilds, this is how the team is currently looking going into the first season in League 1. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think we could get promotion, because I think we're going to storm League 1 with this team. You lot might be thinking, yeah, Adam Yan and Alan would never go to a League 1 team on a free. You never know what could happen in football. Stranger things have happened. The target for this year, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really too fussed. I just don't want to go down. So we have reached the midway point of Season 3, and to say that we're running away with it is a little bit of an understatement. We're absolutely demolishing League 1. We've only lost 1 game out of 27 all season. I just hope that we don't choke like Tottenham Hotspur. That's my only concern at this minute in time. We have just brought in a centre-back by the name of Alfie Jones. He came from Hull City for just under 2 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. Most of the team now are in the 70s. There's actually only one player that's not in the 70s, and that is Haas. To say I'm exceptionally happy with where this team's at right now after only 3 seasons is a freaking understatement. It can only go up from here, surely. Well, we absolutely fucking ran away with it in the end. I think it comes to 15 points clear at the top of the table. We were a second place Wigan Athletic. It's between Charlton, Rotherham, Peterborough and Hull City on who joins ourselves and Wigan in the Championship. And Hull City have gained promotion after beating Peterborough 2-1 in the promotion playoff final, so they are joining ourselves and Wigan Athletic in the Championship. Meanwhile, City beat Spurs to win the FA Cup. Spurs did win the Carabao Cup. Wolves won the Europa Conference League. Dortmund beat United to win the Europa League. And it was Atletico Madrid this time to win the Champions League. What in God's name is going on here? Garcia, the central midfielder, is our top goal scorer with 22 goals and 13 assists. That is better than Yaya Toure. Holy shit, looking at the team, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures this season. Oh my god, this team this season has been unbelievable. Conte's had a mad one as well this season, going up to 71 rated. I can see Conte being a big player and stepping up to the plate once we get rid of Adamian. The one thing we do need is a left back next season. Other than that, I'm really not too sure. I'll have to take it how it goes, see what happens. But I know one thing for a fact. We are in the Championship next season and hopefully it's sort of the same thing as this season. In Season 4, we've been given just over 11 million. And the first thing we've done in this transfer window is sold Allen for 10.5 million. Now, considering we got this guy on a free, that's pretty good going. We have also just sold Sargis Adamian for 4.35 million. And we've just sold Tashan Oakley Boo for 2.36 million. And our first signing this season is bringing in the defensive midfielder Alex Silveira from Southampton for 10 million. We have just found our fullback in Marco Sala. The Italian cost us 3 million on the dot. We've just made yet another signing, bringing in the youngster from Aston Villa, Jake Garrett, for 3 million. We have just sold Matty Virtue for just under 1 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to a close. It may make more sense now why I went for Allen and Adiyam to begin with, because I knew when it came to the Championship, I'd need to buy some players for the future. So if I sold those two, when we got to the Championship, I'd have a lot more money to work with. I am excited to see how we do this season. I think we've got a good chance of promotion, but if we don't get promoted, it's not the end of the world. All it means is we get another season in the Championship to prepare for the Premier League. We're certainly doing well for a first season in the Championship. We're top 6. We're definitely in the running for automatic promotion. There's only 3 points to separate ourselves from second place Burnley. 11 points separates ourselves from top place Watford. Anything can happen in that second half of this season. I think that we will get promoted. It's just a matter of how. My only real concern is, are we doing too well too soon? We have just bolstered the defence massively with the signing of the Uruguayan international Santiago Bueno for 5.8 million. And this is how our team lines up after that transfer window came to an end, and this is looking like a very, very strong team for the Championship. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I'm in a bind here. I'm not sure if I want to get promoted just yet. I know that this team is very good, and if you compare it to what we started with, it's unrecognisable at this point. However, if we get promoted to the Premier League, we're going to be playing against the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, etc. And it's going to be with this team adding maybe a couple of 80 plus rated players into the equation. Are we going to be strong enough to hold our own? At the minute, I don't think we will be. So I'm not sure if going up is in our best interest, but it isn't up to me. I've just got to see what happens at the end of the season. So the season ends with us finishing in the playoffs along with Middlesbrough, Sheffield and West Brom. Burnley and Watford realistically just ran away with it in the end. There was absolutely no catching them. 10 points behind Burnley, 27 points behind Watford. Yeah, they definitely deserve to go up. But the question is, have we gone up? So, in the semi-finals of the playoffs, we played against West Brom and we absolutely battered them on aggregate 5-3. We played against Middlesbrough in the final. So, it all comes down to this. Are we in the Championship for another season, or are we into the Premier League next season? We're into the Premier League! Okay, that is definitely going to be some challenge I face ahead of myself now. This is going to be difficult to keep Odisha FC in the Premier League after the first season in there. There's some big boy teams in the Premier League we got to deal with, but I reckon we can do it. Meanwhile, it was United who won the FA Cup, Man City won the Carabao Cup, Leverkusen won the Europa Conference League, Wolves won the Europa League, and it was Inter Milan this time who won the Champions League. Oh my god, Garcia is a goal machine. 23 goals and 8 assists from the central midfielder position. Let me just break this down for you, how mental that is. For a central midfielder in 56 games, he had 31 goal contributions. Patrick Ball, oh my god, is 89 rated now. Oh dear, okay, so there's either one or two things that's going to happen going forward. Either someone comes in massive for this guy, or he carries this to the end of this rebuild. Alphon's impressed me, 81 rated now. I was going to sell him next season as well. I don't think I'm going to now. I think Bell and Alphon are definitely a striker partnership to be feared in the Premier League. Conti as well, 78 rated, going up set. I knew putting him as a central attacking midfielder would work wonders. He's gone up to 78 rated, up 7 this season. Still 21 years old as well. He's going to keep growing massively. If you look at the players, man, they've all gone up. I think that the signings that we've done this season have been absolutely superb. We just need more of the same next season, otherwise we could be facing a relegation battle. So we start our journey in the Premier League with just over 43 million. And our first bit of business is selling Jake Garrett for just under 7 million. We have taken a massive gamble with this one. We brought in Aaron Ramsey, the Englishman, not the Welshman, for £4 million on the dot. Now, I'm aware that he's lower rated than Jake Garrett was, but what's the fun in a rebuild if you don't take a risk every now and then? We've also just brought in Daniel Adshead on a free for a bit of squad depth. We brought in Anel Amidozic for 26.2 million. We've definitely done bits with this one, let me tell you. We've just picked up Issa Kabor on a free. And this is the team after the transfer window. This is the team we start our journey in the Premier League with. Our first season in the Premier League with Odisha FC. Once the worst team in the world, now they're pretty alright. Now here's something I want to point out. Bal is now 90 rated. How has that happened? He has definitely been carrying us throughout this rebuild, let me tell you. The main objective was to avoid relegation. That does not fill me with hope in the slightest. So let's just hope we can do that. You know what? All things considering, 15th place in the Premier League at the midway point of this season is a damn good place to be. But the thing is, the bottom 3 isn't far away at all. We're only 2 points above the relegation zone. So really, I'd like us to pick up a couple of more wins after this transfer window. We have just sold Marco Salah for 7.3 million. And we have just sealed the deal and bringing Byron Castillo away from Aston Villa for 17 million. We've also just sold Santiago Bueno for 4.5 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. It's looking a lot stronger now than it did at the start of the season, let me tell you. Really, the only thing that we need to improve is the midfield, in my opinion. Maybe another centre-back wouldn't go amiss, but seriously, we're not far off competing for that top 8 spot. That's mad to think, though. It wasn't long ago where our best player was like 70 rated. We've come a long way in a short space of time. We were literally less than 3 points from getting relegated, man. Literally less than 3 points from getting relegated. That was far too close for my liking. But if we're going to be honest with ourselves, though, we're being a bit harsh. Odisha FC, not long ago, were the worst rated team in this game, and now they're competing in the Premier League and staying up. I think that's an accomplishment in its own right. I'm curious, who won the league then? Who won the league? Why is Everton winning the league? Why do Everton win the league in career mode? They are not good enough to stay in the Premier League, never mind win it. Meanwhile, Manchester City won the FA Cup. Sheffield United absolutely hammered Everton to win the Carabao Cup. Valencia won the Europa Conference League. Villarreal won the Europa League. So it was a clean sweep for Spain in the European competitions. Jesus, every single one of the European competitions there was won by a Spanish team. Quite an underwhelming season for our strikers this time. 19 goals for Bal. Alphon got 15. Conti did, do you know what? Conti's done bloody well, to be fair. 22 years old, 82 rated, 11 goals from the cam roll. He's not done badly at all, has he? Let's be honest. I think next season, more than anything, we need to not skimp out on certain positions like we did this season, thinking we'd get away with it. We did just barely get away with it, but not by much. So next season, we shan't be taking any chances. But next season, we are going to begin the process of building the foundations, strengthening our team enough so that we can compete for the Champions League, or Europa League, or Conference League for that matter. So we begin this season with just over 28 million. And we begin our transfer window by bringing in Alberto Moreno on a free. I've noticed that we literally only got 2 strikers, so I've gone and found Tony Vaquero on a free. We've gone and brought ourselves a brand new keeper. The Portuguese international cost us 16 million Rui Silva. We have also just picked up Gavin Kilkenny on a free just for the squad depth. We have just made some pretty big sales. So starting off, we've just sold Byron Castillo for 34.4 million. We've also just sold Anel Amidozic for 34 million. million. And we have found our centre-back in Mohamed Omari for just over 22 million. And we have brought in the Brazilian left-back Henrique over from Leicester City for just over 25.5 million. And we have sold Alphon, the striker who came on a free so long ago, for just under 56 million. And replacing Alphon, we have brought in the English striker Joe Gelhardt for just over 50 million. And this is what the team looks like after that transfer window, and I've got to say that was a very hectic transfer window indeed. What's mad as well, it cost us less to get Gelhardt than what we sold Alphon for. If there's one thing that I've proved in this rebuild, it's that I'm very good at business. There is one thing I was gutted about. I couldn't afford to bring in another centre-back to make this team a little bit better at the back, but it doesn't really matter all that much because we have improved the team in other areas. I don't quite think this team's good enough for European competition just yet, but I reckon we'll be pushing the top 10 finish this time. So we come to the midway point of this season and we are smack bang middle of the table. We are in the top 10, which is impressive to say the least. I don't think we were going to do this well in the second season, but I have been proved very wrong. We are in good company as well, only 1 point off Spurs and Liverpool. We're only 3 points off Fulham, United, Leicester City. Why are Everton third? This doesn't make any sense why they're so good in career mode. We have just done the best bit of business so far this rebuild. We have just got Phil Schinkel for absolutely nothing. This does mean we're going to have to switch the team up a little bit. Meanwhile, we have just sold Manu Abeledo for 22.2 million. And we have just sold Omari Garcia, the central midfielder we got on a free so long ago, for just under 54 million. We're stepping up these transfers massively this season. We have brought in Papi Gay for 29 million. Boys and girls, we finally got our centre-back Benoit Badiashile, the Frenchman, 6'4", 84 rated, 25 years old, and he cost us 44 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window. It's probably one of the best transfer windows I've had. It's got to be top 5 at least. We brought in this guy on a free. We brought in Papi Gay. We brought in Badiashile. Because we brought in Schinkel, we've obviously had to swap the formation around, so we're rocking with a 4-2-2 now because Conte and Schinkel are far too good to be playing on the subs bench. Now I am thinking we could potentially push for Europe this season. If not this season, definitely next season. It's official, Odisha FC, once the worst team in FIFA 22, have officially entered the Euro competition for next season. We are in the Europa League for next season, man. I'm absolutely buzzing with this. Definitely taking the right step in the right direction towards getting into the Champions League. I'll say this, Fulham had an incredible season as well. Bloody hell, finishing third. They're definitely going to get their arses kicked in the Champions League though, surely. Meanwhile, it was Man City who won the FA Cup. Everton beat their biggest rivals, Liverpool, to win the Carabao Cup. Stuttgart won the Europa Conference League. Valencia won the Europa League. And it was Atletico Madrid who won the Champions League 2 years running, if I'm not mistaken. 3 players who I expected to run away with the stats have done. Gelhardt, 20 goals, 4 assists. Ball, 18 goals, 2 assists. Now 90, he's definitely going to be 99 rated by the end of this rebuild. Conte has been absolutely incredible for me for the past 3 or 4 seasons. The man just keeps shooting up like a rocket. He's definitely going to finish this rebuild over 95 rated. Speaking of surprises, our Schinkel only got 1 goal. Next season, I really want to do bits in the Europa League. I want to get top 4. I want to be into the Champions League the following season, and I want to make a statement there. So we begin this season with just over £47 million. We really do love a good free agent, don't we? We've just brought Oscar Gill on a free. So I'm going to run you through what I've just done. I've just done a trifecta of sales, starting with Henrique for just under 37 million. We sold Albanos for 18.3 million. And we've just sold Issa Kabore for just over 36 million. Vicente Rivera, 23 years old, 83 rated, just under 43 million. And we've just made yet another incredible signing for Odisha FC. We brought in the American international, Serginho Dest, for just over 41 million. We have just brought in another defender, mainly though for squad depth. We brought in Diamande for 22.6 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. And this team is looking pretty spicy if you ask me. There's a lot of improvement that's happened over the past 2 seasons. We are in the Europa League as well, so that is a massive challenge for us, but I reckon we're up to the task. We are in Group F this time in the Europa League, joined by Getafe CF, FC Copenhagen, and FC Luzern. If you think about it really, no offense to the other teams, but it should be ourselves and Getafe going through. Like I said, it was ourselves and Getafe going through to the next round of the Europa League. I was a bit gutted to see that we didn't actually go top of the group, but nevertheless, we didn't go out, so that's the main thing. Meanwhile, in the Premier League, all sorts of bad things are happening. Spurs are top of the league by 10 points. That does not sit well with me in the slightest. Fulham must have an incredibly good team to maintain a spot in the top 6 2 seasons running. But the main thing is we are top 4. We are in a Champions League spot at this current moment in time, so it is all looking very promising going into next season. For the first time this rebuild, we didn't do a single thing in a transfer window, primarily because no teams came in with an offer decent enough for the player. Like, for example, Schinkel had an offer from Barcelona for 72 million. The guy's 89 rated at 23 years old. This guy is not going away from our club for anything less than 250 million, I'm telling you. It is mental how we got 4 youth academy players over the rating of 85. We have definitely done this right. It's definitely going to be interesting to see where we stand next season in regards if we actually do make it into the Champions League, if we win the Europa League, if we get any silverware. I'm actually quite intrigued to see what happens at the end of this season. Get in! We are in the Champions League next season. What an achievement. Boys, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing that we've actually managed to do it. We've not only just managed to do it, we've reached top 4. The only thing that's really pissing me off about this is the fact that Spurs won the bloody league. But also, if I'm looking at the league, Arsenal are 9th. All jokes aside though, this is a massive step in the right direction. We are officially in the Champions League next season. I don't really care how we do next season. It's the fact that we made it to the Champions League in such a short space of time. But this does mean we'll get a hell of a lot more money to work with. We'll be able to sell a couple of players, buy even better players in, and overall just make the squad better. I don't think we're yet in a position where we can win it. I think the squad does need improvement in certain areas. Obviously, if you think about this sort of rebuild, the teams are just a hell of a lot better than they normally are in like the first 3 or 4 seasons. During this time, they are exceptional, so we will need to bolster the squad massively. As well as finishing second and gaining a Champions League spot, we also won the FA Cup, beating Brighton 5-4 on penalties. We finally brought home some silverware. Liverpool did win the Carabao Cup. It was Atletico Bilbao this time who won the Europa Conference League. So it was Hoffenheim who won the Europa League, which does mean that we'd fail. I'm actually quite curious, where did we go out? So it wasn't the semis, wasn't the bloody hell. Oh my god, we got knocked out in the round of 6. Jesus Christ, it was Wolfsburg who knocked us out. Oh my god. And it was Real Sociedad to deny Atletico Madrid a 3rd Champions League in a row. It's incredible how good our front 4 are. You got Bale and Conte who gained over 60 goal contributions between them. And then you got Gelhardt and Schinkel barely scraping 30. I'm hoping that next season there's a little bit more improvement. Don't get me wrong, they're very, very high rated. And considering I got this guy on a free, I can't complain because I could sell this guy and probably buy whoever I wanted next season. It's the fact that, yes, they're high rated, but with the high rating, you also expect the goals, the assists, and the performances to come with it. But really, I can't complain. We've definitely got a Champions League caliber team. Not quite a Champions League winning caliber team, but we've definitely got a Champions League side here. We begin this season with a massively increased budget. We've been given just under 140 million. So to cut a long story short, I completely forgot to renew my previous keeper's contract and he has gone to Napoli on a free. That's why I've had to bring in the Dutch keeper Justin Bieslow for 38 million. Meanwhile, we have just sold the keeper that we brought so long ago in this rebuild. Carl Hein has gone for just over 30 million. It's the £1 million question. Have I just spent 100 million on a goalkeeper? Yeah, goddamn right I have. Joshua Descamps, 20 years old, 87 rated. I'd be a fool not to have gone for him. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to a close. This team is freaking ridiculous. Only part of this team I'm not too fond of is the fact that these pair aren't on the same level as everybody else. That's literally the only thing I'm slightly bothered about. But apart from that, this team is incredible. Bal, Schinkel and Conte may actually carry on, and Gelhardt, to be fair, they may actually carry us to a Champions League final. Speaking of the Champions League, we are in Group C, joined by Real Madrid, TSG, Hoffenheim and Spartak Moscow. Now, realistically, it should be us in Madrid, man. Hoffenheim, they're a decent side, but they're not on our level. Spartak Moscow, really, they shouldn't really be any threat to us. Like I thought, ourselves and Real Madrid did progress to the round of 16 quite easily in the end. There was 7 points between ourselves and Spartak Moscow, who were 3rd place. Hoffenheim didn't really show up at all. They only got 1 win out of the 6, but nevertheless, it is ourselves and Madrid through to the round of 16. Who is our next opponent in the knockouts? It is Lokomotiv Moscow. That is a really nice fixture to begin with. In the Premier League as well, we're not doing that bad at all. I mean, we're not going to win the league. Man City are running away with it. They're over 10 points. They're 12 points clear of us, man. That's mental. But we're in a top 4 position, so I really aren't complaining. And once again, we didn't spend anything in that transfer, and purely because there's no one we can really bring in at this, but with the money money that we got would actually contribute to this team winning the Champions League this season. This team has got potential to win it. This team has definitely got potential to go all the way this time, but the question is, can we do it? If we're going to be realistic right now, we shouldn't have any issues knocking out Lokomotiv Moscow. We're away from home in the first leg. We're at the Walt Stadion, so let's see if I am right. Odisha FC do the business. Yes, we do. Our front four coming in clutch yet again. Conti, Galhard and Bal all get the goals that probably have seen us through to the next round, but we do have one more leg to play. I don't think we have to worry about this in the slightest. We're at Kalinga Stadium for the home leg of this round of 16 tie. Let's just finish it off with 3-1 up anyways. We shouldn't really... There we go. 6-1 hammering. We are through to the quarterfinals. And we do face against PSG in the quarterfinals. And if you take a look at their team, there's a couple of aging players in that team. You got Alaba, you got Marquinhos. I'm actually really surprised Alaba hasn't retired at this point. He's got to be in his late 30s now. And if I'm being honest, I'm quite confident in saying we've got the better side here. But it doesn't make a blind bit of difference because PSG are the bogey team for me in the Champions League. We're away from home in this leg, so let's hope that Odisha FC can pull one out. Ooh, that is a 2-2 draw. Quite close going into the second leg, gotta say. But if you look at the stats, we did dominate. We just couldn't put our chances away. After how the first leg went, I'm not that confident going into this game. I must admit, PSG are a lot better than I thought. I thought we were miles ahead of them, but apparently we're not. But the thing is, PSG are our bogey team, so if there's anyone that can beat us, it is definitely PSG. But nevertheless, it's a 2 a.m. kickoff. Oh my god, imagine having to play football at 2 a.m. You'd be wankered, wouldn't you? You'd be so tired. But we are at Kalinga Stadium. It is Odisha FC versus PSG with the semi-finals at stake. Can we knock out the French giant? Oh my god, come on! We do it in the end. Vaquero, the super sub-striker, gets the goal for us that put PSG out of this competition. We progress to the semis. Anybody who's watched my rebuild videos knows how much I need to win this game, how much I need to knock Atletico Madrid out of the Champions League. If we get knocked out by Atletico, I'm going to be fully devastated. Once again, it is a 2 a.m. kickoff at the Kalinga Stadium. We're at home in this game, and I've also just noticed how Felix isn't in the starting 11 as that motherfucker finally left. Nevertheless, we need a win in this first leg. We need a comfortable cushion going into this second leg. Yes, come on! Dest and Gelhard get us the 2 goals that we desperately did need going into the second leg. It all comes down to this. A draw will do it. How Felix isn't in their team at all, is he? He actually has left, hasn't he? 1 minute, I want to check this. Of all places to go, he's gone into Milan. Right, back to business anyways. We're 2-1 up, which is freaking incredible against Atletico Madrid. All we need to do is put this game to bed. The question is, can we do it? Yes, we can. We are in the Champions League final. We've knocked out Atletico. We've locked out Lokomotiv Moscow. I cannot remember who we played in the quarters. We are in the final. Of course it'd be Inter Milan in the final. Why wouldn't it be? The year that João Felix goes to Inter Milan is the year that he reached the Champions League final. Of course it is. It is the 26th of May, 2029, and it is ourselves versus Inter Milan in the Champions League final. But before we get into the final itself, let's see how well we've done elsewhere this season. So, in the Premier League, we did fall off quite a bit, to be fair. We would have still been in Europe, don't get me wrong, but it would have been the Europa League, unfortunately. We were 3 points outside of the top 4. All we needed was 3 points. We got a better goal difference than Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wonder where Arsenal are. Arsenal outside of Europe again is just exactly what I love in my brew. Meanwhile, it was Liverpool who very narrowly beat Barnsley of all teams to win the FA Cup. Chelsea also did win the Carabao Cup, beating Liverpool 4-3 on penalties. What in God's name are Man City doing in the Conference League? Why are Chelsea and Dortmund in the Europa League? What is going on? This is much better. Our front four has definitely turned up this time. 31 goal contributions for Bal, 35 for Gelhard, 37 for Conti, and 27 for Schinkel. All of them almost at 90 rated or above. I think considering where we started with Odisha FC 10 now, it is truly remarkable how much of a good job we've actually done. I remember our best player was this guy way back when. I think he was 68 or 69 rated or something at 16 years old. Now he's 25 and 96 rated. That is truly incredible. I love how Inter Milan have João Felix, but he doesn't even make the starting 11. I know for a fact Schlotterbeck isn't that highly rated, so we are definitely going to abuse the side that he's on. However, this is probably one of the best teams I've come up against in the Champions League, so it's easy to see why they've made the final. And I'm absolutely buzzing for once that I can actually play with the strongest starting 11 in the Champions League final. There's always somebody that's either injured or suspended, but we have got the strongest starting 11 we could ask for before. But it is time. It is Inter Milan versus Odisha FC at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's time for the Champions League final. I've never been a fan of the 4-2-2, so playing this game is definitely going to be interesting. Oh, Dest. Oh, what a ball. Shinkle. 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 Are we going to have a pop? Oh, oh my God. Oh! Oh, imagine if that had gone in. Holy shit. Lovely Badiashile. Straight in him. Ball's on the ball. Ball is on the ball. Oh, beautiful Ball. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, how do you stop him? How do you actually go around stopping what he's just done? He's just gone through Inter Milan's defence like a hot knife through butter. There was nothing they could have done about that. And the finish as well. Let's just take a look at this. He does the cheeky ball roll scoop. He takes it round Schlotterbeck like he's not even there. And he legitimately bangs that top right bins. What can you do to stop that? For those of you wondering why I kept him for so long, that is the reason. Oh, we're under the cosh here. I don't like... Oh, no. We gave him way too much space there. We gave him way too much space. Jesus Christ. If it's who I think it was, then literally that is a cracking goal to score because this guy's got a left foot like a rocket. I think it is as well. I think it is Di Catalia. Is it Di Catalia? Yeah, we were so lackadaisy then, to be fair. That was completely our fault. And Chase Rivera, come on. Do not let Tete do you like that. That's 40. Oh, good lad, Rivera. Oh, no. I do not like this in the slightest. What a tackle. Wait, what? What? Whoo! That was close. Oh, we've found Shinkle. Shinkle's through. Shinkle's through. Oh. Oh, come on. Finish it. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Was that Gallard? The star striker gets his goal in the Champions League and he makes it 2-1. Shinkle is on the ball. Can we find the run from Gallard? Yes, we can. That is a beautiful ball as well. Holy shit. Can we get it in? Oh my God, this would be a... Oh, what a save. What a save. Holy shit. Inter Milan's keeper denying it from the 3-1 scoreline before half-time, but it is 2-1 going into that half-time break, and I can safely say that we are the dominating team out of the two. Another 45 minutes like that, lads, and we've got Odisha FC, their first ever Champions League trophy. Conti is on the ball. Can we find... Oh, what a ball that is if he can get to it. Oh, my God. Oh, you know what? We are definitely sweating this. We got... Oh, there it is. We got Conti's goal in the end because that all pretty much came from him. Gallagher just ran away with it when it came to a foot race between him and Varane. Look at him, he just leaves Varane for dead. And he sees Conti straight in the middle and it's just an open goal to go in with. This is why I kind of like playing against Inter Milan, if I'm being honest, because every single time we're on the counter-attack, I know exactly what to do to score. Oh, what a ball. Oh my God, Conti. Oh my God. Oh my God. That came from absolutely nothing. We are tearing Inter Milan apart. I ain't even going to lie to you. I was just doodling at this point, and then I saw the run from Conti, and this was bizarre how that happened. Oh, he saved it. Oh, I saw the ball move, but I thought it was off their defender. I thought this was an OG at start. So he heads it. That's why I thought it moved, because he went in for it like that. Okay, fair enough. But we make it 4-1. This game's dead and buried. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a ball. And is this 5? Is that 5? Oh my. Just like that. Just like that. It's 5-1. Inter Milan are getting bent over. That all came from Shinkle. Look at this for a ball, man. And Gallagher, that's his second assist. And Bal is just never missing that at all, is he? Let's be honest. Shinkle has only had 1 assist in this game. But let's be totally honest, he's been such a pivotal part in us winning this game. Oh no. Oh bloody hell, what a goal that was. Who the hell was that? Was that Tete? Doesn't really make any difference if you think about it. We're still 5-2 up. We've got Schinkel on the ball. Can we find Bell? Yes, we can. And you know exactly what this means, don't you? You know exactly what this means. We're getting Conte his 3rd goal of this game. We got Conte his hat-trick. We got Conte the dream game, the Champions League final hat-trick, where we win 6-2 overall. This has to be the most deadly front four I've ever used in a Rebuild Karimo video. And I reckon we're a couple of kicks away from it being official. Odisha FC are officially the best team in the world. We've taken them from being a half-a-star team at the start of this rebuild to being a 5-star team, the best team in the world. We absolutely annihilated Inter Milan. Plenty of people got some goals. Yes, we conceded 2, but who really cares? Let me know what team you'd like to see me rebuild. I'm open to any and all teams, as you can see. Just give me a little bit of time to do them. That's all I ask. And if you went on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like. Smash the shit out of that subscribe button if you are new around here. We are currently aiming for 3,000 subscribers before the end of this year. And we are well on the way to doing that. And that's all from me, guys. It's been your boy Goodwin. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.